for all of your support. When we reach out, you guys show up, and it truly means the world. Now, I would like to invite Tiffany Gould. She is the Director of CCTE and Federal Programs at the Ridgefield School District up here to tell you a little bit more about what will be taking place in this facility.
Thanks, Joni, for that introduction and for all the work that you've done to put this together. This really is a Joni event, and she is amazing, and I couldn't do most of the things I do without her. So thank you so much, Joni. Yay! I'm deeply honored and excited to stand before you today for the ribbon cutting ceremony for our brand new construction trades building. This momentous occasion marks a significant milestone in our commitment to providing exceptional education and training in the construction trades. And first and foremost, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our partner, Deb Green, whose generous donation made this dream a reality. There would not be a construction trades building without his donation of over $125,000. I also want to thank Scott Rose, our project manager. Scott has been our project manager for all of our construction projects since 2017. And he has worked tirelessly to keep this project moving along to completion. Even though we were waiting for the occupancy permit all the way up until yesterday, I had no doubt that Scott would make it happen, and he did. So thanks, Scott. So now the students and Mr. Trujillo, the woodshop teacher, are ready to set up the space, and they'll be using their skills to hang pegboard, mount storage racks, paint, and whatever else they will need to make the space their shop. That's why it's a little rusted. Just kind of. Also, we truly appreciate the workmanship provided by Five Rivers Construction and their willingness on occasion to be an educational work site for our current students in Woods and Metals classes. They had the opportunity to learn from them as the building was going up, so that was another way that we integrated learning and the trades live and in person. And I'd also like, I get to say a lot of thank yous, this is fun. I'd also like to thank John Gerard, owner of Quail Homes and chair of our Careers in Construction Advisory Regional Team, for his unwavering advocacy for construction trades, educational opportunities for students throughout Clark County. His support, dedication, and collaboration with industry partners, many of which were here today, provides so many opportunities for students to work and learn from experts in the field. Together, we're forging pathways to success for our students and empowering them with the skills and knowledge needed to thrive in the construction industry. A key aspect of CCTE, Career College Technical Education, is the focus on pathways that lead to high-demand, high-wage jobs. By aligning student learning with the needs of our local economy, we are ensuring that our students are prepared for construction careers here in our community, where there is a significant need. This is a high-demand career opportunity, so we are helping to meet that need within our community. Super excited about that. This industry often offers competitive wages and ample opportunities for advancement, providing students with pathways to financial stability and long-term prosperity. As we embark on this new chapter, it is essential to recognize the unique opportunities that this building presents for our students. Within these walls, they will not only gain hands-on experience, but also cultivate invaluable skills that will shape their future careers. We are so fortunate to have our amazing instructor, Dave Trujillo, for this program. He is working diligently to provide this learning opportunity for his students. In just a few weeks, he'll be learning how to teach the Core Plus construction curriculum. This curriculum is developed and supported by the construction industry. Students learn real-world skills that give them a clear advantage in pursuing entry-level positions, apprenticeships, post-secondary certificates, or college degrees. One of our goals for this building is to eventually build tiny homes. To get to that goal, last year, students built a traditional shed in their current shop, but it was a bit crowded in there. And that was just one shed. So this building will give them the space they need to build custom sheds, and or we're dabbling in the she sheds. And in the coming years, this will allow us the possibility of building the tiny home. So we have a goal to get us there that will work for our students in our community. And we can do it all in this space. These projects serve as more than just structures. They're tangible manifestations of our students' dedication, creativity, and craftsmanship. Through the process of building these sheds, she sheds, tiny homes, our students will learn essential construction techniques, from framing and roofing to electrical wiring and cabinetry, and moreover, they will develop problem-solving abilities, teamwork skills, and a strong work ethic that will serve them well in any future endeavor. In closing, I want to express my sincere appreciation to everyone who has contributed to the realization of this vision. Together, we are shaping the future of the construction industry and empowering the next generation of skilled professionals. Let us celebrate this momentous occasion and embrace the boundless opportunities that lie ahead. I'm so excited.
Thank you, let's see, gotta get closer. Thank you, Tiffany, for the beautiful message. Next up, I'd like to invite Kate Moreland to the stage. I'm gonna follow the stage. She is a stellar senior here at Richfield High School. She is also the Richfield High School Skills USA president and just so happens to be going to state in cabinet making. Congrats, Kate.
I'm Kate Moreland, and I cannot be more excited to be speaking here today. I'd like to start off with a little story. So last January, I was able to get myself into a woodworking competition, and this is something I never would have imagined. Freshman me would be terrified, but I couldn't be more happy to express this. So what had happened is I showed up to this competition, unsure of my abilities, and I performed. And I performed so well that it brought me to the state level to compete again in March. As the Skills USA president here at Richfield, I know firsthand how important it is for students to have opportunities like this. These experiences teach us lifelong skills that we can use in our future careers. And that's why I'm so excited about this new building. It's not just a place where we get learn, but it's a place where we get hands-on experience and we can learn practical skills that can lead to great paying and very rewarding careers. As I mentioned, I'm involved with Skills USA, which is a student-led club here at Richfield, and our primary aim is to engage students with the career and technical courses available to our school. This year, it's a little bit different as we have 2 students moving forward to the state level, which has never been done in Richfield history. With Skills USA, we don't only do competitions, but we also are actively working on a community service project for a local trail, also known as G Creek Trail, which is used by many in the Richfield community. This trail has an outdoor learning space that over the years has accumulated lots of fallen branches, unnecessary debris, and could definitely use some sprucing up. What we plan to do is clean up the area and even rebuild aspects of the classroom so it's more accessible to other students in the future. This is something we're very excited about as a program. This building means a lot to me personally. My family has been working in the trades for over 3 generations as IBEW electricians. Like them, they've learned many of their skills through the classes at Richfield, like woodworking, metal arts, and even welding. Like them, many students here can learn these hands-on skills and become more influenced with what they learn. I'm sorry.
Fabulous. You're doing great. You guys think this is easy?
Great job.
Great job.
Like them, many students here at Richfield can learn these hands-on skills thanks to this new vocational ed building. I'd like to take a moment to thank Mr. Douglas Green for his generous support and contribution for this new vocational education building. So from all of us here at Richfield, thank you.
a beautiful message. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Kate.
Yes.
Next up, we have Richfield High School ASB President Jacob Bell. He is a dynamic, dedicated leader whose vision and passion and commitment to our school's community is inspirational. Jacob?
Well, I'm just going to start by saying I've never taken a construction class here at Ridgefield, but after seeing this building, thanks to you, I really wish I was here next year. It's safe to say that in the last 10 years that I've been here, the Ridgefield School District has done a really good job at encouraging the students and giving them a great environment to build onto their skills. Now, the first example of this, and I speak on behalf of the student on my class, senior class, was back in 6th grade. We were looking forward to going downtown to the middle school, which is now the RAC. It wasn't the newest building, but we were all excited for the next step in our educational career. But then the new middle school was built, and we fled into there like some geese. Like that was the new building. Okay, we took advantage of every amenity it had. Between the gym and the commons and the snack shack, I mean, it was just amazing. The students loved it. I learned so many skills there that I wouldn't have at some other schools or environments. And then we got to high school. First look at the 100 building. I don't know if you guys have been in the men's locker room, but there's no mirrors. So the 200 building was made, and that really just put a different perception on what Ridgefield was capable of and how everybody in the community comes together to pass the bonds and to get the funds to build such an amazing building. So I'm very confident that the students will use this new building to grow onto their construction skills, learn better in the trades, and really carry that into their careers post high school. So I'm excited for my stages in life after high school, and I wish I could see how the future students use this building. But I'm more excited to see where Ridgefield is in 10 years, 20 years when I come back to visit. So congratulations.
Students definitely say it best. So thank you both for coming in today and for taking the time to speak during this ceremony. Next up, we have someone who not only grew up in the community, he also is a Ridgefield High School Sputter alumni. In addition, he has a very successful landscaping business that got its start in this community as well. Not only that, he has children that either are attending or have attended the schools here in Ridgefield. I would like to now invite Brett Jones, the Ridgefield School District School Board President, to say a few words.
I'm the only one sweating in here right now. Okay, I'll do my best. I am not a public speaker, but I'm already shaking. Kate, you rock it, by the way. What a great way to celebrate this building. CTE month of February is celebrating CTE, so it just kind of is perfect timing to be able to come into this building, celebrate that. Mr. Tanner and Mr. Johnson were the OGs, all right? They were our CTE instructors, and 30 years ago, I was building sheds in Mr. Tanner's construction class. And that is where I learned skills that I use in my everyday work life. That was the area that I connected algebra, geometry, and it started to make sense. Before, my sophomore, junior year, I'm sitting in algebra, geometry, I'm looking at a book, they might as well have been speaking a different language. They kind of were speaking a different language, and it wasn't resonating with me. But as soon as I got a tape measure and a couple pieces of lumber, that geometry started to make sense, that algebra started to make sense. And then it allowed learning. I could touch it, I could feel it, I could build it, and it resonated with me. So learning out of a book then made sense to me. But before then, I really struggled with it. So this building and is going to have that same effect on many other kids. And it's going to open up that learning can be fun and it can be beneficial. And you can come out of this, that building that one shed, I learned so many skills in the construction phase, right? Like why a shed needs to be vented, why it also needs to have bird blocking, right? Like important things. And then when you become a homeowner or you're maintaining anything, that you understand how to put 3-tab roof together, you know, how to do a layout on some studs. I mean, you're not afraid to take on a project from a simple skill as building a shed. So I am so passionate about the trade industry because these are my people, you know, we are in it together, and so we can relate to each other. A lot of us do better with our hands. Doesn't mean we don't use our minds, but we prefer to work with our hands. So I went way off my, I don't even know, here's where I kind of wrap it up. Mr. Ship, Mr. Trujillo, I hope I said that right. You are the new OGs, all right? You guys are going to be leading this next generation, and you're going to be affecting lives like you don't even know. Mr. Tanner doesn't really have a clue on how much he affected me. You guys got the next. You're carrying it, all right? You're passing it on, but we're in good hands. You guys are the guys, all right? Enjoy this new building. I want to just say, Tiffany, awesome. Appreciate you so much. Joni, good job. Appreciate you too. Just met John. You know, what I'm learning about you, I respect you already. I just met you, but you know what you're doing to promote trades, it'll go on for longer than us, right? Like you just keep passing that on. It's important, and appreciate your work. And then, Mr. Green, we can't thank you enough. This all started with you, and we appreciate it. So, Scott Rose, you're the man, and you know appreciate all your help and seeing this from beginning to end and getting that occupancy. And last, I would like to just thank Ridgefield community and outside of Clark County community supporting CTE. It is truly changing lives. So thank you, and yeah.
Amazing. As he's talking, I'm thinking, I'm so thankful to be a part of the Ridgefield community, the construction community, and I also was reflecting on some of the projects I've done in my own house, how I laid concrete for the first time, got the rebar in there, and I was like, oh, maybe that could be something that I could be good at. But so often when you do these different projects, when you learn so much in the process. It's kind of like if I knew, 8 hours in what I knew at the beginning, it would be such a difference maker. So I'm so glad that our students have the opportunities to learn these types of things in the classroom. Our final speaker today is, of course, Mr. Douglas Green. We will forever be thankful for his vision, his entrepreneurial spirit, and his giving nature. In 2019, Mr. Green turned his attention to the ever-growing shortage of skilled labor in the building trades industry. He is focusing his attention on the job opportunities in skilled trades. He has written several documents on the causes as well as the history of the shortage of skilled laborers. The Greens were the lead donors in funding the 7,500 square foot skilled trade center that Mr. Ebby, I saw him, Chandler, gets to enjoy in the Evergreen School District. That opened in May of 2023. And along with this building, Doug, I would now like to invite you to the podium to say a few words.
It's infectious what's going on here. I've never seen so much enthusiasm in the community. And You are, okay.
I'm giving that. There you go.
Give me more shout.
Yeah.
And I certainly want to thank you, Tiffany, and I want to thank you, Joni. I know you have been the person behind the whole thing, and Scott Rose. Scott, I understand that it was 11 o'clock yesterday that you finally walked out with a permit so that we can sit in here today instead of out in the parking lot someplace. So that's fantastic. I'd like to thank the trustees and the board for having the courage to step forward and accept our donation of the building. And so this new skilled trade center is going to be opening and functional as of tomorrow, I hope, anyway. And certainly I understand there's some of the city council members here, and I'm glad they're supporting this efforts too. My wife usually attends these events with me, but unfortunately she was taken ill. I just flew up yesterday from California, and so she wants to say thank you for accepting the building and for accepting us as the donors for this facility. My son has 2 abscess teeth and he couldn't make it today, so it's unfortunate. One of the great supporters of this whole project has been John Gerard. About 3 years ago, John and I met over at Clark College, and we were talking about the skilled trades or the lack of the skilled trades and what have you. And he's been a builder for 33 years in the Clark County area. And I said, John, what's it going to take? And he said, well, maybe we need to have a building here or there. And so I said, well, maybe we could get together with the Evergreen School District and see if we could put something together. And we did. And Justin Birmingham, I believe, is in the back of the room someplace. Oh, you're so far back. He came across the river today. He's an Oregonian, and he came over to Evergreen on a 2-year contract to help make that happen. And it did happen and it opened last May. We have another guy that's across the river, Steve Johnson, and he has been appointed by the governor to see if we can get construction trades started in Oregon in these kinds of buildings. And Steve and I have been talking about how to make it happen. And interestingly enough, Justin has gone over to the Reynolds School District over in Oregon, and he's trying to push for a building, and there's one in Hillsboro, Oregon that he's trying to, Steve is trying to get to happen. So we have started a movement, and the movement now is the Evergreen School District. We have one here at Richfield. Battleground passed a bond issue last week, so they're going to have a skilled trade center. Hudson's Bay School has one on the drawing boards right now, fully funded with donations from several foundations. And I see Peter Rosenkrantz in the back of the room, the superintendent of the center, and I have agreed to do the same kind of building for the center that is being done here. You know,
That was a mic drop.
all right. You want to cut me off.
That was
So, you know, the secret of a good presentation is having a good opening and a good ending and have the two as close together as possible. And I'm going to try to shorten mine up a little bit, what have you. But what I want to do is address the citizens of Ridgefield and compliment the district on being bold enough to go ahead and build this skilled trade center. Scott, thank you very much for what you've done. And secondly, I know there's some students here, and I want to address them about some of the opportunities that are in the skilled trades. And my career, and some of it Joni mentioned, I've been teaching college and universities entrepreneurship and innovation courses. And I have a PowerPoint slide presentation that's 50 years in 50 minutes. It's a typical classroom slide. And I would talk about the various companies that I've started and the various products that I've invented. And I would talk to them about the prototyping process of working with balsa wood, working with plaster, working with foam and what have you. And invariably at the end of the presentation, a student would come up and say, well, how did you know how to do all that? And I said, well, we did it in shop class in high school. And they kind of that deer in the headlights look, what's a shop class? What's a shop class? I said, well, that's where we work with our hands here, wood shop, metal shop, auto shop. We never had that. And I said, I can't believe it. So, the whole trend was teach the kids, get ready for college, get ready for college. Well, you know what? 35 to 40% of the students right here at Ridgefield don't go on to college. And if we don't give them some skills, what are they going to do? They can't sleep in their parents' basement. That's not allowed. So, what I did is I started to study what was going on. And I did find a study back in 2017, which really shocked me. WikiLeaks USA reported that less than 31% of the 95,000 high schools in this country had just wood shop. Forget all the rest of the shops. They were all gone. 15, 20 years ago, they started to take away home ed economics, wood shop, metal shop, auto shop, all that stuff was gone. And it prompted me to write this long book. And it's called Building a Skilled Trade Center in a Community for a college or for a high school. And this 30-page document was presented to many institutions as well as state governments and what have you. And somebody said, well, why don't you build one? And that's what happened. That's why Evergreen happened. So, what happened after Evergreen is I learned that Ridgefield in their middle school had already had hands-on shops. And I came over here and said, gosh, this is fantastic. I took a tour and I said, would you like to have a skilled trade center? And they said, yeah, we'd like to have a skilled trade center. And so this is a kind of a private-public partnership. We're the privates. What we do is we'll build you the building, but you have to agree to erect the building, supply the equipment and the tools for the trades, and also to sign up for Core Plus curriculum from the state. And they've done all that. So hats off to you folks. It's kind of a hands up, not a hands out philosophy that they have. And I think one of the things that I think the students need to understand are what are the opportunities in the trades. Right now there's over 1 million job openings in the skilled trades. 1 million job openings. That's what we know about. Our federal government just passed a bill totaling $1.8 trillion for infrastructure. Infrastructure to fix the roads, the bridges, the dams, the railways, the water systems, electric grid, solar systems, et cetera, all aging systems that need skilled trade workers. We have a residential housing shortage that's close to 7 million nationwide. The state of Washington is short 350,000 units, Oregon 225,000 units, California 3.5 million units short. Another opportunity for the students is that the average age of a trade worker in the United States is 57 years old.
Wow.
Average age. For every 5 that are retiring, only 1 is being replaced. So those opportunities are unbelievable. And the wonderful thing about it is that there are no restrictions when someone pursues a skilled trades career. No advanced degrees are needed unless you want to go into the engineering part of it. It's gender neutral, it's colorblind, and the skills are transportable. You can go from one state to another state, to another city, to another community. The business community is very, very supportive of what's going on in this movement of building skilled trades training. Lowe's, both Lowe's and Home Depot have committed $50 million to support the trade. Black & Decker, another $25 million. Harbor Freight, millions more. As a matter of fact, the CTE director got a grant of $100,000, which he donated to the Evergreen Skilled Trade Center. Earning opportunities, you can start out at $25 to $30 an hour. Start out there. I know someone said they can do that at McDonald's. In a couple of years, you apply yourself, show up and want it, you could be making $60,000 to $75,000 an hour. So they're talking about an annual salary of $75,000 to $100,000 a year to be in the trades. And they don't have any college debt. I'm not knocking college, don't get me wrong. And you forgot, we were talking about shoe sheds. How about manicures? So, one of the things that a message I want to leave is that my wife and I are committed to continuing to build skilled trade centers, to support skilled trade centers in Southwest Washington. There's 10 to 11 districts. Right now, I'm talking about 5 of them are done, so we got 5 more to do. And so all you have to do is reach out. We're here. We look at it, you know, there's an old biblical statement like, give a man to a fish, you can feed him for a day, teach a man to fish, he'll never go hungry. That's what we're going to be doing when we open these skilled trade centers. We're going to put bread on their table, on your table. Once you learn the trade, you never forget it, even if you don't follow this career. So, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much, Doug. To you, Charlie, and your whole family, we would like to commemorate this building with a plaque. And so if I could invite Jacob and Kate over to our lovely display over here. Awesome. So we'd like to now unveil the plaque that will eventually be permanently affixed on the wall. Go for it. So it says, this facility was constructed in partnership between Ridgefield School District and Douglas C. Green, established in 2023. All right, and now the moment we've all been waiting for, and if everyone that spoke could please come over here, Doug, you get the scissors, and then Kate and Jacob will come join you with the scissors. They're very sharp, so excellent. So without further ado, let us officially cut the ribbon. Yep, perfect. Go for it. Oh, okay. Woohoo! Cut the ribbon. This symbolizes the opening of the building and a new chapter filled with endless possibilities. Thank you all for being here today for this joyous occasion, and here's to a bright and successful future. Enjoy refreshments, please. There's cookies and other beverages.
Stand up and get the knee going again.